We are here with Molly Flynn and Ellie Guyol, who are here with their dads, their dads, who are volunteering here at the hospital, and this is their first time. Thank you so much for sitting with us.
You're welcome.
So we're going to talk a bit about your week and the type of things that you've been doing and the things you've been experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
And so before you came down, what were you expecting was going to happen in Haiti?
Well, personally, my grandparents both came here for a very long time. My grandfather was actually the president for a while, and they came around the time of the earthquake. So the stories that they told me and other volunteers that they know of told me it sounded a lot worse, like the situation seemed a lot worse, and they haven't been down in a while, so I was expecting something a lot more drastic, so it was actually a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, same thing. I had heard stories from my uncle who's been coming down for a while, and so, I mean, I didn't really know what to expect, but I mean, I think it was better than you think it is, because people exaggerate it so much. I think that's awful.
Yeah, the media kind of blows
Yeah.
it out of proportion a little bit.
But
A lot
it's-
of people have a
yeah.
an idea,
Mm-hmm.
but there's still a lot of work to be done.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, take me through a typical day for this week.
I don't think we really have a typical day. I mean,
But like the basic stuff we do, we like obviously wake up around 6:30, go to breakfast at 7. Usually for the morning portion of the day, we hang out with Sister Ann, walk around Milo, visit some people, give them some stuff, help her with any of the chores she has to do. Then we go to lunch. Probably go to the nutrition center around that time. After lunch is kind of different. We can help volunteer with Sister Ann again, or go watch a surgery or something like that. Yeah, a lot of different things.
So, did you watch his surgery today?
Yeah, and
we saw a couple of deliveries.
yeah,
Really?
yeah, we saw a C-section.
Really?
Actual.
How was that?
It was amazing.
Really cool.
Yeah,
I wish I could have seen one. We missed one the other day.
it was.
Yeah.
I would watch another one again.
Yeah.
It was so amazing. We got to hold the baby afterward.
Oh,
It
that's
was
so
really
cool.
It was a great experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are the types of things that you do with Sister Ann? Where does she take you?
She takes us on different little adventures every day. She knows a bunch of people in town, so she brings them food and soap and things to help them, because a lot of them really can't help themselves. So they have lost their family most of the time. Or like, there's this one woman who is blind and people keep stealing things from her, and so she goes and brings her things.
That's very good.
Yeah.
So you went in and helped her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So what did you expect to get out of the experience here?
I think just, I don't know, the experience, from what I heard, obviously, is a great, for personal growth, it's really amazing, and also just helping you, like, expand your view on how to help other people, you know, because when I first came down here, I was thinking I wasn't going to be of much help, you know, I don't have a medical degree, I can't really do anything, but the people still love, like, the little kids love when you go and play with them, and that really brightens their day, so it makes you realize that you don't need to have letters after your name, you know, to make a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you kind of get a appreciation for what you already have, since people here don't have as much as you already get. You appreciate it more.
So when you go back home, how do you think your attitude will have changed from your experiences here?
Oh, I think that I'm definitely going to appreciate, like Ellie said, what I have a lot more, and not get so upset by the little things, because there are people who are definitely going through much more, like, I don't know, the people out on the streets, I would never guess what was going on in their personal life. Like, back at home, they don't have any family, but they're always so nice, and they're always smiling out in Milo, so I think that will really apply to my life when I get back.
Mm-hmm. I think, like, already you try to, like, stop complaining, because, like, your problems really don't compare
Definitely.
to, like, these people who are so happy and say good morning to you every day, and they have nothing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Our sister Ann was just saying the very same thing. She's like, even though they have so little, they're always appreciative and very happy and just happy to be alive. And wonderful. So it's very good. So how would you describe Haiti to somebody who has never been here?
Oh wow, that's hard. You mean like the environment or what it looks like? Like what do you?
Any part of it. Just it's hard for I think people in the United States if they haven't been here to understand what it's like.
I think there's a lot of like polar opposites from the U.S. like culturally and like the people and just the way that things run here.
Yeah, I would say like the way things look is definitely it's not as put together as it is back in the U.S. You know, it's crowded and dirty and the houses are in very poor condition. But I think the U.S. would like people and culture in the U.S. would have a lot to improve on like from the situation in Haiti. People here are so unbelievably nice. I am going to be embarrassed when I go back home because I'm going to be expecting, like, you know, saying, oh, hi, and waving to everyone. I'm going to get some strange looks, and I'm like, oh, bonjour, and they're like, because people in the U.S. just, they aren't as warm, and that's really sad because we have so much more back in the U.S., and these people are always so sweet, so I think that's a big difference between
Yeah, like if you were walking past someone in the United States, they would totally just look away from you.
So self-absorbed, like typing on their BlackBerry or something.
Oh, nice to see you. It's really great. Cool. So, share a favorite memory from this week.
Oh gosh, I think mine would be the delivery, just because I've seen like videos of it in health class or something, but it's so much more impressive when you're there and getting to hold the baby afterward. It's just so precious, and it was very sweet. It was a great experience. I was so happy that I got to be there for that.
Definitely.
I have a bunch actually. There was so much that we did, but the delivery was definitely one. And then my first day, I went with my sister Ann up in the mountains to visit this girl who's like 17 years old, and she's been paralyzed for 2 years because she got sick and she couldn't go down the mountain to get help from the hospital. And so we went and we brought her a bed and a blanket and a radio, and she was so happy about it.
Yeah.
She loved it. And Sister Ann says she's always so happy, and she says that she just prays all day. That's what she does, and she's so happy.
That's so sweet that you did that. That was like 2 hours after
that
you
was my
got
first
it.
She's like, come with me, okay?
You were like bombarded with everything right when you got here. But that's really great that you took the time to go.
Yeah, I'm glad I went.
Definitely. So how did you deal with the language barrier here?
Oh gosh, yeah. I speak absolutely no French whatsoever. Except for the couple words that I've picked up here. And when we're teaching English class, I don't really realize because we're just, showing them flashcards of this is what pasta is, this is what this is how you spell number one. But when they were trying to explain something to us after class, I had no idea what they were saying. They were all laughing because she was like pointing to herself, like trying to draw things out. And I was like, I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're saying. And they're like so frustrated. But it's definitely difficult, but there's some basic things that you can really get across without needing to use words, so that's nice.
And yeah, I mean, I speak a little bit of French. I'm taking French in high school right now. But it helps when you talk to certain people who know French. But for Creole, some of it's completely different.
Yeah.
If you spoke French to someone in Creole, it could mean completely opposite.
Yeah. I found that out.
Yeah. But it helps with some people, but a lot of people that we were dealing with weren't educated, so they spoke Creole.
Yeah.
So do you think you'll be back?
Oh, definitely.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Definitely. As soon as I can. I wanted, Children of the Promise, the orphanage that we visited. I think my dad said that they have internships that you can do over the summer, and I loved it there with taking care of babies, and that was just like a little heaven. So I definitely want to volunteer there and come back to Crudam, and I really want to come back as soon as possible.
Very good. Cool. so much for taking the time to talk with me.
You're welcome.
Hopefully, we'll all have a good day.
The end.
We'll go eat lunch. Woo! That wasn't so bad, right?
No,
No,
that's
that's
fine. Should have mentioned zilch.
Oh, I didn't.
All right, maybe we'll cut this in. We'll cut this in.
Editing.
So, at night, I hear there was a fun game that everyone was playing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's called zilch. You can't really explain
It's a
it.
dice game.
Yeah, it's 6. You have 6 die, and you roll for points and everything.
It's very
very intense. We had a
like camping.
yeah, like intense like camping.
Nice.
We had a tournament last night actually.
I was a
and
part of it.
yeah, she was. And your dad won.
Yeah.
It was
It was a close game though.
It was very close.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I think I also really enjoyed that doesn't really have to do with Haiti, but it has to do with crew down. Like the people here are so nice. And
The other volunteers,
yeah,
meeting them, that was really cool.
yeah, everyone has like their own experiences in Haiti, or if it's their first time, they've had experiences outside, and just sharing stories and like talking, and it's people here are so great just in general. So it was really fun playing that game.
And the winner gets to sign their name
Pigeon.
on the pigeon and then
Pigeon.
sleep with it
Yeah.
for 2 nights.
Yeah,
It's a privilege, really.
yeah, a lot of pictures.
That's funny. Well, thank you. Again.